All right, our top focus we're on right now. The United Nations Security Council held closed-door consultations amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan. That's over the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir that killed 26 people in Pahalgam. While the meeting ended without a clear outcome or statement, sources say that the Security Council members raised tough questions for Pakistan. They say that the members refused to accept the narrative by Pakistan. They asked the country whether Lashkar-e-Toiba was likely involved in the attack in Pahalgam. The members condemned the terror attack, with some specifically bringing up the targeting of tourists on the basis of the religion and faith. The UNSC meet came after Pakistan, as a non-permanent member, sought to brief member states about the current situation, which it highlighted puts forth a serious risk of escalation and poses a threat to both regional and global peace and security.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres expressed deep concern over the escalating tensions between India and Pakistan on Monday, calling the current situation, quote, the most serious in years, ahead of Monday's closed-door UN Security Council consultations on the India-Pakistan question. Antonio Guterres said, quote unquote, it pains me to see relations reaching a boiling point. Targeting civilians is unacceptable, he added, and those responsible must be brought to justice through transparent, credible, and lawful means. While the UN chief urged both countries to exercise, quote unquote, maximum restraint, Pakistan has continued to deny any involvement in the attack, despite India pointing to links with Pakistan-based, UN-sanctioned Lashkar-e-Taiba group. In a provocative move, Pakistan's ambassador to Moscow warned that it would use, quote unquote, the full spectrum of power, both conventional and nuclear, if war breaks out. I asked about that statement and similar ones made by Pakistani officials in recent days from Pakistan's ambassador to the United Nations here after he gave a statement. He did not respond. Meanwhile, after the closed-door consultations, the Greek ambassador to the UN, current president of the Security Council, said the meeting was helpful and productive.
The meeting came just hours after the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres urged the neighboring countries to exercise maximum restraint to avoid further worsening of geopolitical stability.
It is also essential, especially at this critical hour, to avoid a military confrontation that could easily spin out of control. Now is the time for maximum restraint and stepping back from the brink. That has been my message in my ongoing outreach with both countries.
Earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin called Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and extended full support to India in the fight against terror. According to an official statement, he emphasized that the perpetrators of the heinous attack and their supporters must be brought to justice. On the other hand, in Islamabad, the Foreign Minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, called on Pakistan's President Asif Ali Zardari to discuss regional security situation. Also, Zardari met a Chinese ambassador to Pakistan and exchanged views on the ongoing situation. The envoy reaffirmed China's support to Pakistan. India continues to assess its options in response to the April 22nd attack. Prime Minister Modi held a high-level security review with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. He also met the Defence Minister, the Defence Secretary as well, Rajesh Kumar Singh, Home Secretary Govind Mohan and other key officials. Well, tensions continue to escalate along the line of control. For the 12th consecutive night, Pakistan resorted to small-arm firing along LOC in areas opposite Kupwara, Baramulla, Punch, Rajouri, Naushera, Sundarbani and Akhnur in Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian Army responded promptly and also proportionately.